Hello and welcome everybody. In this video we will show you some principles that will change your life. Principles and values are about what you consider important to the life you want to live. They inform your priorities, and when practiced constantly, it will form the character you want to have. These principles that I will share with you are very simple. If you integrate them in your daily routine, then your life will change.
Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to our channel to receive all our news.
1. Live in the moment. We are often so busy focusing on our pursuit of happiness that we miss the joy of actually living in the moment. Our desire to have happiness in our lives is a desire of a future state, not of the present. We become so consumed with all our problems and discontent. In the present we miss the precious beauty of the moment. Sitting on the beach, eating ice cream with your friend or partner is a moment of happiness. Appreciating and showing gratitude on a daily basis is experiencing happiness in the moment. Helping those in need brings joy and happiness to us. This is what living our life in the moment is all about. Don't miss this moment because you are too busy focusing on your pursuit of happiness. 2. Courage. Courage is about doing what you believe needs to be done, not in the absence of fear, but in spite of it. You might feel disinclined to offer a genuine apology out of fear that the other will reject it, but courage will help you apologize anyway, because it's the right thing to do. Out of respect for the one you hurt or offended, whether they accept your apology or not is their business. Courage requires a step outside of your comfort zone. If you have no fear, you don't need courage, but when something you know you have to do makes you feel sick inside, courage is what makes you do that thing anyway. 3. Calmness. As well as being a stable state of mind, many people forget that calm is a simple decision to make. You can be calm in any situation should you allow yourself to be. No amount of angry drivers, long queues, or frustrating technology can penetrate you when you adopt calmness as core value. 4. Patience. When someone is pushing your buttons, taking your time or attention away from something you want to finish, or making your life harder in some way, you practice patience by putting yourself in the other's shoes, trying to see the situation from their perspective, and responding with kindness and respect. No one wants to be treated like an inconvenience or a burden, and sometimes your priorities have to change to make room for something more important or more likely to help you grow. 5. Empathy. There is perhaps no greater value on this list that will connect you deeper to not just the closest people in your life, but to complete strangers too. Practicing empathy requires the understanding that other people have a nagging voice in their own head just like you do, that they have a worldview different to yours based on their experience, and that's okay. It's not easy to adopt empathy as a core value, but it is certainly worth it. 6. Freedom. Freedom comes in many forms, and that is why it is one of the ultimate core values to have. The freedom to choose, freedom to speak, freedom to live on your own terms, freedom to love and be loved. If freedom becomes a core value of yours, watch how your life changes for the better. 7. Gratitude and appreciation. When gratitude is a core belief, you make time for it every day. You prioritize both feeling gratitude and expressing it in your thoughts, in the words you speak or write, and in your attitude and actions. You might create the habit of writing a daily gratitude list, and if you recognize the importance of emotion to the fullest experience of gratitude, you will likewise place a high value on a daily mindfulness practice. Showing appreciation to others for their words and actions is also essential to making this a core value, just as you appreciate it when others thank you for a job well done, for a thoughtful gift, or for rendering the help they needed. Others appreciate that recognition too, and far too often we act as though others must already know how much we appreciate them. Don't assume that they do, make sure for it. 8. Health. They say that a healthy man has a lot of dreams and wishes, whereas a sick man only has one: to be able to get out of bed. Health is the precursor to every other core value on this list. If you don't have your health, you can't do much else until you do. Because of this, health has to be a core value in your life. 9. Forgiveness. Forgiveness is about letting go of anger and resentment toward those who have hurt or offended you. You are not saying what they did was okay or not a big deal. You are acknowledging that what they did was hurtful, but choosing to forgive them in order to be free of the anger and resentment that are making you miserable. In forgiving them, you take back your power and choose happiness and peace of soul for yourself. Even if the one who hurt you has never shown the slightest hint of remorse, everyone has a capacity for forgiveness, just as everyone has the capacity ability to hurt others with their words and action. But not everyone has cultivated a habit of forgiveness. We learn to be more forgiving by forgiving more. If you write morning pages, add a short list of people you forgive, adding what you forgive them for and something you appreciate about each person. 10. Love. Love sees the good in everyone, and it wants good things for them. You may not always know what's best for someone else, but if you love them, you want their ultimate happiness and you want to see them grow. You recognize that no one reaches adulthood with their character fixed and unchangeable. We are all a work in progress. Thinks your 20 years old self would say, my topol, your 14-year-old self. It's part of being human. 11. Happiness. Happiness is a powerful core value and is not just restricted to your own happiness, but also friends and family. When happiness guides your decision making rather than superficial things like money and status, you will find yourself in much more satisfying position than if you chase other people's idea of happiness. 12. Awareness. Awareness is one of the best core values that you can adopt. Awareness means paying attention to yourself, to others, to the world around you, to emotions, to situations. It means being able to see everyone and everything clearly, most importantly yourself. 13. Peace. Peace is another core value that takes years of practice to perfect. However, its rewards are boundless, with both the journey and destination full of rewards. Peace enables clear decision making, freedom in thoughts and actions, as well as providing a deep understanding of the special life that you live. 14. Self-giving. Another word for self-giving is sacrifice, but self-giving has a more positive connotation. Essentially, you are giving of yourself, your time, your attention, your energy, your treasure, your abilities to help or enrich another. Real love doesn't hesitate to give of itself until it hurts, knowing that the momentary pain is nothing compared to the benefit won by that self-giving. The word selfless implies that someone has given so much of themselves, they have reserved nothing for their own use or enjoyment. But in giving yourself, if you give out of love, your joy is in what that gift brings to others. Self-giving can be overdone, but only when the motive is pride rather than love. 15. Try to do the really scary things. This is all about you, choosing to step out of your comfort zone and see limitations from a different perspective. Public speaking is one of the most frightening things anyone can do. Many people fear of public speaking. However, to overcome this, they must face that fear. Then with time and practicing, that fear will go. Make a list of scary things that you would kind of like to do, but are too afraid to. Put a plan in place and then go do them. Never stop doing scary things, because if you do, your life will become one of complacency and comfort. 16. Responsibility. Nobody likes having to take the dog on a walk, having to clean the dishes, or do things that they are responsible for. However, responsibility can actually be an awesome way to add meaning and value to your life. When other people depend on you and you fulfill your role as provider, not only are they better off, but you get the satisfaction that comes along with it too. 17. Knowledge. Knowledge is power. Getting knowledge is something nice. Knowledge about yourself, others, and the world allows you to understand everything that you see a bit better. When you see things for what they are, you can act accordingly and get to where you want to be. 18. Leadership. It takes guts, determination, confidence, and humility to lead. All of these qualities are both rare and admirable, and are the reason why leadership is such an excellent core value. 19. Humility. Humility is the antidote to arrogance and selfishness, and is a value to adopt if you want to keep your feet firmly on the ground. It is said that you are never as good or as bad as people say you are. Humility recognizes this and keeps you moving towards your goal no matter what anyone else says. Resume of our video. 1. Live in the moment. 2. Courage. 3. Calmness. 4. Patience. 5. Empathy. 6. Freedom. 7. Gratitude and appreciation. 8. Health. 9. Forgiveness. 10. Love. 11. Happiness. 12. Awareness. 13. Peace. 14. Self-giving. 15. Try to do the really scary things. 16. Responsibility. 17. Knowledge. 18. Leadership. 19. Humility.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to receive all our news.
If you learned something new today, then give the video a like and tell us in comments which step you like it more. And here's some others great videos I think you will enjoy. Just click on the left or on the right.
Mass Pro. Better mind, better life.